Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Harakakwadash. That's the name of the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. His name is Yahweh. In the name of His beloved Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, whose name is Yahweh Shai. In the name of the Holy Spirit, I want to give a double honor to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. And I want to say Shalom wa Barakatham to the hopeful elect, you men that are prophesying and laboring throughout the four winds of the world, risking your lives and your freedom. To you I say Shalom. All right, I want to do this quick lesson on this article I came across entitled Consumer Watchdog Finds Traces of Roundup Weed Killer in Beer and Wine. All right, and this is just more revealing and more wickedness of the so-called white man Esau. All right, you can't even have a drink, all right, an alcoholic beverage, okay, in this society without it being tainted, without it being defiled. All right, and before you say, you're going off drinking, it's okay to drink. All right, it's okay. The scriptures say it's all right to drink. You're not supposed to drink in abundance. You're not supposed to be a drunk. Okay, but it's okay to have a occasional drink. All right. So back to Esau, man. You can't have anything in this society. Everything is defiled under this devil. Okay, the scriptures plainly says that in Isaiah the 24th chapter. All right, and the simple shit like this. All right, and they're putting weed killer inside. They found a substantial amount of this weed killer, this substance called glyphosate in wine and beer. All right, and that shows you that this devil don't give a shit about you, Jakes, and he don't care about his own people. All right, because I'm going to read the article, and it shows a list of the beers and the wines that this chemical is contained in, but it shows you Edomites, heathens, they drink this stuff also. But this devil Esau does not care. He'll kill his own just to kill you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right? So let me get into this article, and I'll pull some precepts, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and more revealing of the so-called white man Esau. All right, as more lawsuits claiming a link between Roundup and cancer move forward, a new report claims the main ingredient found in weed killer is showing up in organic beer and wine. All right, imagine weed killer. All right, the stuff the Roundup you spray to kill weeds in your yard. Okay, they're putting that inside these beers and wine. Okay, and people will say, well, it comes from where they get the grapes from. Still, they shouldn't be putting weed killer on it, knowing that they have to press the grapes and ferment them, and these devils, they know the process of it. Okay, they can make the most organic wine. They have the resources to make all this stuff organic and chemical free, but they don't care. All right. Back to the article. U.S. PIRG tested samples of popular beer and wine brands and found the chemical called glyphosate in 19 out of 20 brands. Glyphosate is the main ingredient in Roundup produced in agrochemical giant Monsanto. All right, if you don't know about Monsanto is what produces all these GMO foods. All right, the majority of the store is GMO. It's a damn shame you have to go in the store and you go to the produce section. Once you got organic oranges and regular ones. You got organic apples and regular ones. Shouldn't it all be organic? But no, this devil Esau, he's a greedy, filthy dog. All right, he just wants money. So instead of growing plants and harvesting, the crops like they're supposed to be, all right, he makes them up in the laboratory. All right. So let me get back to the article. Sutter Home Merlot has the highest level of weed killer of all 20 brands. Actually, let me do something real quick. I want to look up this glyphosate. Let me see. Search with Google. Is a herbicide. Is applied to leaves of plants to kill both broadleaf and plants and grasses. Or it's a chemical, basically. All right, it shows you the molecular structure right there, and they're putting this in your damn in your beer, okay, in your wine. All right, something so simple as wine is being defiled here in America. All right, all at the hand of the so-called white man Esau. All right, Sutter Homes Merlot has the highest level of weed killer of all 20 brands. At 51 parts per billion ppb, Beringer Estate Moscato and Barefoot Cabernet Sauvignon had slightly smaller quantities of the chemical. All right, and those are the cheaper wines, of course, but who is that targeted to? All right, Edomites ain't going in there grabbing, Barefoot Cabernet. All right, they're going to get the top shelf. That's Jake. All right, Jake don't got money to spend $100 or $100+ or join no damn wine club where they send him different wines every month or whatever. That's for Jake. They sell that Barefoot stuff in 7-Eleven. Okay. Let me see. Sigtau beer contained 49 parts per billion of the chemical. Corona, Miller Lite, and Budweiser had 25 and 30 ppb of the substance. All right, who's the majority of people that drink the Corona? All right, we know Edomites drink Corona, Miller Lite, Budweiser, but it's targeted to you Jakes. All right, just like they did in the 70s and 80s with the malt liquor, and in the 90s with the OD 40s and Schlitz malt liquor and all. They put that they made sure that was in a liquor store, was on every corner, and they had cases of that malt liquor in there. All right, and the cheapest you can get it, $1 or $2 or however much it costs. All right, to kill you Israelites. All right, that's Esau's whole objective, is to kill you Israelites, even if he has to take out his own. All right, let me see. Guinness, Heineken contain about 20 ppb. Beverages from Stella Artois and Sam Adams had traces amounts of the weed killer. Okay, I don't give a shit if it was a small amount or 25% or whatever. If I'm drinking something, I don't want no amount of weed killer in it. All right. All right, back to the article. These levels are far below those that could potentially cause harm in humans, but suggest a troubling prevalence of the weed killer in nature. Cara Cook Schultz, U.S. PIRG's Toxic Program Director, told CBS News, "We are finding this level of glyphosate in wine and beer even when we know the makers aren't using glyphosate. So to me, it indicates that glyphosate is in a lot of other products," Cook Schultz said. Peak Beers was the only tested brand that showed no levels of the chemical. All right. So I don't know when they're brewing this beer or make this beer. I don't know when this chemical is being put in there, but somehow, some way, it's being put in there. All right, and this devil, it does a diligent search. You got to understand this is who you're dealing with. All right, this devil Esau is a mad scientist. He has scientists in a laboratory somewhere, whether you believe it or not, working 24/7 around the clock to how to develop diseases, to how to develop different chemicals. So you don't, you could drink this beer and it could be nothing. But once you eat some fried chicken from Popeyes or Church's or some damn Taco Bell or some kind of fast food, they put chemicals in there that react to those chemicals. And they can cause cancer cells, they can cause diabetes, all kind of ailments that the Israelites mainly deal with. Okay? Let me see. It goes into the cancer dispute. All right, but that's, like I said, Esau does a diligent search of all these things to know what causes cancer, what chemicals react with these chemicals, and so forth. All right, let me go down here. I want to read this right here. How much is too much? California regulators have called glyphosate a probable carcinogen, and France banned a version of Roundup last month due to health concerns. All right, France banned it. All right, why isn't the American public? Why isn't the American government the what is it? The damn, I can't think of the people that control this stuff. Why isn't the American government banning it? Because they don't care. They just care about that dollar. All right, they care about money and power. All right. How much glyphosate is safe to ingest is a matter of debate. The levels of chemicals PIRG found are below that the state of California considers an acceptable level to consume, which is about 160 parts per million. Monsanto maintains that glyphosate is safe. So you can drink it and it kills weeds, huh? Come on, man. All right, man. So let me get into some precepts, cause man, this devil Esau, man. You like I said, you can't even have a drink. All right, and of course I know the target is towards Jake. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 31, and I'm gonna start at verse 6. Strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that are that be of heavy hearts. Let him drink and forget his poverty and remember his misery no more. All right, so like I said, it's all right to have a alcoholic beverage from time to time. You're not just supposed to be a drunkard, but you can't even do that now. You can't have after a long week of work, you can't sit back and have a beer or have a glass of wine because it's tainted. It could possibly give you cancer. It could possibly kill you. Okay? You know, you probably you caught hell all week. Your woman's giving you hell. Your job's giving you hell. And you know, your kids is acting a fool. And you just want to kick back and kick your feet up and have a drink. You can't even do that here in America. All right? You can't even... It's man, this devil Esau, you know, he's gonna if the Most High doesn't see Yahweh Shai come back to save us, man, he's gonna destroy everyone. All right. Next verse I want to get is Micah, the 2nd chapter and the 1st verse. Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. All right, devise means to plan. All right, this is all planned out by Esau. All right, Esau's been planning this stuff for years. All right, and this chemical more than likely has been in this beer and wine for years, and not just beer and wine and other beverages like juices that we drink. All right, orange juice, apple juice, concentrated juice. Okay, we don't even though the ingredients on the bag may say something, we don't know what's in there. All right. And work evil, I'll start at the top. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. All right, Esau has the power right now to do all this. All right, no Jake's own. We don't own any vineyards where we're making wine or breweries where we're brewing beer. It's all Esau got his hands on all of this. All right, this is Esau society. He's in the power right now to do this. All right, the power is in his hands. All right, so he can't put the blame on nobody else but himself. All right, and Esau loves to point the finger, but you can't point at the Israelites. Okay. Let me get the next verse. This is Psalms 64, and I'm gonna start at verse 2, and I'm gonna jump down. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. So these devils, they have secret councils. All right, they have different scientists that they pay big money to come up with all this stuff. All right, to see how these chemicals react to one another. All right, to put this weed killer in beers and wines and other foods that we may not even know about. All right, I'm gonna jump down to verse 5. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily and say, who shall see them? All right, they put this stuff in here and said it. They never thought in a million years that someone would find out that they're putting weed killer in beers and wines. All right, that's a snare, that's a trap. All right, and they say to themselves, and no one never find out. All right, but you're being revealed through the spirit of Yahweh Shai, through his men, starting with the apostles on down, that you're the devil that the Bible speaks of, and you're ruling this kingdom wickedly, and you're going to be taken out of your power seat. All right, you're being revealed, Esau. Okay. Verse 6, they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. All right, like I said before, they do a diligent search. They got scientists working on different projects 24/7 in a lab where they probably never see light for weeks at a time. All right, just doing shit, devising iniquity. Okay, doing a diligent search. All right, searching out all the wickedness they can find and reporting back to the elites. All right. Next verse I want to get is Proverbs chapter 4, and it's the last verse I'm gonna get. Verse 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause someone to fall. All right, these devils can't sleep unless they devise some iniquity. Okay, lest they trap someone in a snare, lest they cause someone to fall. All right, basically kill someone. Okay, these devils wouldn't sleep unless it was bodies was dropping from cancer and all kind of ailments and diseases these devils make in their laboratory. Okay, they wouldn't sleep. All right, but times are turning, and a lot of these diseases and cancers and unknown diseases are falling upon these Edomites now. All right, they're the one catching these rare cases of polio and all these other diseases. All right, so hey, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying and more revealing of this devil Esau, and hey, we're almost out of here, man. We're gonna have some pure 2,000-year-old age yayan wine in the kingdom. All right, that's not gonna be defiled with wine killer. With wine killer, weed killer, or any of those wicked ass chemicals that Esau puts in our food and in our wine and beer or whatever we drink. All right. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Yahweh Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom.